Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can download and use Bootstrap in Angular application. So till now we have seen all kind of installations which are necessary for both front-end and back-end development. So we have seen different installations like Spring Boot, then Postman, and then Angular CLI and MySQL as well. So today we are going to actually start one small amount of coding to get started with this Bootstrap. So today we will see how we can install this Bootstrap and use it. So throughout this course we are going to create this kind of application in which we will see how to do CRUD operations like create, retrieve, update and delete operations with the help of these student dashboard applications. So we will create these registration form, and then over here we will see how we can update these and how we can delete these records from the table. So the first step that we need to do is to create the project, which we have already seen in the previous lecture. Now the second step is to create the Bootstrap and use the Bootstrap. So in this video we will see how we can use the Bootstrap. So because in this project we are going to make use of Bootstrap, so we need to first of all install these. So today we will see how we can install it and how we can create one card and show these text into it. So let's see how to do these. So now I'm in my Visual Studio Code, and here as you can see I have opened that student dashboard folder into this Visual Studio Code. So first of all we need to install the Bootstrap. So we need to go for terminal so that we can run command, then new terminal, and over here we need to type command called as a npm install bootstrap, and again we need to install jQuery as well. So we need to type this command and let me hit the enter. So it will start downloading and installing these Bootstrap and jQuery packages into our project. So we need to wait couple of seconds again. So after some time installation is done, and here as you can see the version that jQuery is installed is 3.5, and for the Bootstrap it's 4.5. so by default it will pull down all the latest versions of the packages. So if you want to check this whether it is installed or not, then you can go to the package.json file, and over here inside these dependency folder you will find these two new lines, which is Bootstrap and jQuery. That means these versions of Bootstrap and jQuery are installed. So now installation is done, but again we need to tell our Angular application that we need to use this Bootstrap, because installation is not only enough, we need to configure it as well. So to configure it we need to go into this angular.json file, and over here inside these styles array we need to mention some values. So the values are these. So inside these styles we need to give this path. So I will give this path into the description box, so you can directly pick this path from the description box, and we need to paste it over here. And again for the inside this script array we need to mention these two paths. So let me copy these. So don't worry, I will mention these into the description box, and let me paste this over here like this. Let me format these and make sure that you have separated these two values by using comma, otherwise it will give you error. Now let me save these changes and let me kill this running application, because whenever we done installation and whenever we configure Angular application we need to kill the running application and start the serving again. So let me kill this. So how we can kill? We can delete these and we can open the terminal again, and we can type ng serve, and we need to wait again couple of seconds. So now as you can see the compilation is successful. So let me go to my browser and let me refresh this file. So here as you can see we are able to see student dashboard app is running. So what we need to do, first of all we need to remove this default code so that we can write our code. So let me go to Visual Studio again, and inside these let me go to src and let me go to app, and here if you find this app.component.html then select this, and let me select all the code and let me erase this code, because this is the file which is rendering into the browser itself. So now we will see all the code will get vanished because we have removed all the code. So here let me type some text so that we can make sure that Bootstrap is installed correctly. So let me type dot container, which is a Bootstrap class. So whenever we type dot and again container or any name, that means Visual Studio will create one div tag, and inside this it will take this container as a class. So here, as you can see, the shortcut is like dot container, like this. Now let me write some lorem ipsum. So if you type lorem and if you hit enter, then it will paste some dummy text value so that we can check our code. And let me go to the browser again, and here, as you can see, some of the text is printed. So let me take one Bootstrap card, so that we can ensure that yes, Bootstrap is actually working. So let me remove this code and let me take dot card. So again it will create one div tag and it will take this card as a class name. So these card and container all the Bootstrap classes, so if it's working, then that means Bootstrap is installed correctly. And inside this card, let me write some lorem ipsum again. So let me go to browser and let me check these. And here, as you can see, we are able to see one card. So we need some margin from the top, right? So again, Bootstrap provides us one class. So let me use that class. So here we need to use mt5, that means margin top hyphen 5 means 5 is a value. So 5 is a topmost value. There is no any 6, 7 values. We can give values from 1 to 5. Now here, as you can see, it is giving some margin from the top side. So let me erase all the dummy text, because this is what I just used to ensure that card is working. So let me erase this text and let me write our main text, that is student dashboard, like this. And let me give some h1 tag also. So let me give this student dashboard text inside these h1 tag, so that it will act as a heading tag. And let me save this. Let me go to the browser again, and here, as you can see, the text is coming. So what we need to do, we need to take these text into the center of this card. So again, we can go into this HTML file, and then we can apply some style, like style align items center. Let me save this file. Let me go to the browser again and let me refresh this. So here, as you can see, it is coming into the center of this card. So this is how we can create and use card in the HTML in the Angular application. So in the next video, we are going to see how we can create one registration form, as we seen in the beginning of this video. So in the next video, we will first of all go for backend process, then we will create one REST endpoint to register the student, and then we'll come back to Angular application. So if you do not want to miss those videos, then you need to subscribe to my channel. So thank you for watching this video and subscribe to my channel. Learn programming yourself.